Good Saturday, July 24th. We're looking at another day with near triple-digit heat for a lot of valley spots today. We saw about 99 in Sacramento on Friday. Now we're looking at another hot day, but this is also leading to some ozone formation. Basically, when you get the hot temperatures overhead, that keeps a lot of the pollutants in place. And with the lack of winds, we're really not getting the pollution dispersed anywhere, including areas where we're looking at a lot of the wildfire smoke right now. So we do have a spare the air day, basically asking us and reminding us to maybe try to limit our use of maybe motor vehicles or anything that could lead to more pollution in the air. Now we will see some cooler temperatures as well as thunderstorm chances. Those will arrive Sunday and Monday with a drop of 5 degrees Sunday and potentially another 5-degree drop into Monday. So we do have a few things going on here. A high pressure system still in the desert southwest is circulating quite a bit of moisture, and that monsoonal flow has been bringing in quite a bit of flash flooding for those areas as well. For us, that is not bringing us necessarily rain, but we will see some unstable weather approaching as we move from Sunday to Monday. That'll bring us some thunderstorm chances, which of course could lead to the potential for more lightning strikes and thus leading to potential for more wildfires. So not good news there. But the high pressure systems have been expanding and really stretching a huge ridge with that jet stream up into Canada that keeps the heat dome overhead and really, again, not allowing for any cool air off the Pacific to make its way in and not bringing us much in terms of wind. So because we are lacking that wind and more of that high pressures overhead, we do have a special weather statement. This is basically just letting us know that hot temperatures and all that heat that's in the area is going to leave us with more of that smoke and pollution, especially in these areas in the tan zone where the wildfires are currently burning. We're actually seeing the wildfires closer to just right about there and right there with the Dixie fire. But because of the flow of that high pressure, it circulates the air closer toward areas of Reno and into Nevada. So all that smoke is going to circulate clockwise into these zones here, and that's where they're going to experience a lot of that smoke. So unfortunately, a lot of Nevada going to see that smoke into your weekend, and areas just on the high Sierra over the border. They're also looking at pretty big impacts with air quality. I want to show you this because the wildfire smoke is causing huge issues and problems because that high pressure is overhead. What happens is the high pressure, it acts kind of like a lid to a pot. You put it on top, the heat kind of has nowhere to go, and that's what's happening when we have all that high pressure overhead. It is the lid that we are seeing, and the smoke here is just really has nowhere to go, so it kind of just settles underneath, and it's pretty much like an inversion here. So we do expect to see that for the next couple of days before some of that high pressure lifts a little bit. We get some cooler air moving in by Monday, and we should have a little better air quality, especially for areas in the valley as well. Now, in the overnight hours, the winds shift. We start to get them coming in from the east, and that's where the wildfires are currently. So some of that smoke pushes into the valley. It stays there overnight before we start to get the winds coming in from the ocean to push them right back out. Unfortunately, with all that heat in place, it's not moving out quicker than we would like. So the poor air quality is primarily going to be affecting areas downwind of the fire. So anything northeast of a fire at this point is being affected. Visibility is also being reduced to less than even 3 miles for a lot of spots, very hazy for some areas, and the hot temperature with the lighter winds are contributing to that haze and really worsening smoke. Well, we really just want to remind you to limit your outdoor exposure to that, especially if you're closer to those wildfires. And if you're sensitive to some of that smoke in general, if you have asthma or just have a hard time breathing, we want to let you know that you should also limit your exposure. If you are in the unhealthy for sensitive groups, that's the asthma, that's the respiratory issues, that's Sacramento, Placer, El Dorado, and Stanislaus County areas dealing with that unhealthy for sensitive group air quality index for Saturday. Now we are looking at 10-mile-per-hour winds in the valley, 22-mile-per-hour winds through Fairfield. They will slow down, but you notice areas of the foothills really aren't getting much of a breeze, and this is also the dry, grassy zones here that are seeing the wildfires. So we know we have one just south of South Lake Tahoe. That's the Tamarack fire burning. So the lack of winds actually helps the firefighters out, but it's not helping when it comes to all that smoke in the area because we're just not getting it dispersed. It makes it a little harder to see as well, reducing visibility for firefighters. Now the winds will be anywhere from 5 to 9 miles per hour in the valley as we start moving into Monday. So we're still seeing a little bit of that heat affecting us. Now, taking a look at all the moisture that's in the desert southwest, they're getting a lot of flash flooding in this area. For us, though, Fortunately, it's not going to necessarily bring in all of that flash flooding because we do need rain, but we don't need flash flooding. That will bring in some instability with some high pressure pushing a bit of that moisture that was there into the high Sierra. And this is the zone that we could see some of those lightning strikes as they move into Monday. Now, we will have a chance for it on Sunday, but it looks like the bigger chance will be Monday. As you can see here, it extends all the way toward eastern Oregon areas into Nevada and the high Sierra spots of California, also moving toward Vegas and into areas of Utah. So that is a pretty wide area that we're going to look at those thunderstorm chances with all of that monsoonal moisture meeting up with a bit of cooler air from the north. Now, those mid to upper 90s are going to be seen today for your Saturday. 94 in Placerville, about 100 in Ione, 92 in Truckee, South Lake Tahoe. We'll see those temperatures right around these upper 80s to low 80s by Tuesday. Again, we do have some thunderstorm chances Monday. If you are headed toward the Bay Area for your Saturday, cooler there in San Francisco at 67, 96 Antioch. We'll see those mid 70s around Napa with about 100 degrees in Manteca, Tracy, Lodi at 98, 101 in Patterson. So we're still feeling the heat in some spots that are lacking the wind. We'll be close to about 100 degrees in Sacramento, 199 right around that zone there. As you can see, a lot of spots hitting the triple digits expected to at least for today. We'll drop down on Sunday into the mid 90s to low 90s on Monday, but take a look at the next of the week. We are going to start seeing those triple digits once again returning potentially from Wednesday to Thursday.